Hello, everybody. How have you been? I trust you all are doing well. Welcome to this wrap up or revision class for the course Physiotherapy in General Medical and Surgical Condition. Now, I had already introduced in the past during an online class the aspects I am supposedly to handle with your class. However, you all know how this semester has been choked. We barely had time to have physical classes, even the online one. So not to worry, we have to make do with whatever we have left because your exams are here fast approaching. Just have it at the back of your mind that you will not be given questions that you were not taught, okay? All right. I don't really know how many of you that participated in the last online class on gerontology. When we talk about gerontology, I believe you already have an idea of what this course is all about. Gerontology is a Greek word actually, coined from geron, which means old man, and logio, which means study of. Now, gerontology is it's different from geriatrics, so don't get it mixed up. Because when we say gerontology, some of you may think it means exactly the same as. They are related though. Geriatrics on its own has to do with the study of the diseases and management of illnesses that occur or associated with aging. If we talk about geriatrics now, you already know. For example, I know you were taught in class, and it's even a subspecialty for us in physiotherapy, geriatric physiotherapy. However, gerontology is more encompassing. It goes beyond just the treatment of the diseases and management. It's more like the study of aging. When we talk about aging, it's an all-round kind of thing. For example, you could age physically, socially, intellectually, emotionally. So gerontology encompasses all those areas: the economic aspect, the social aspect, the physical aspect. So that is why geriatrics is seen as a subset of gerontology. Now, gerontology, it's a recent field of study actually, because in the past people just focused on the diseases and management, However, it's important to note that old age is not something to be afraid of. As human beings, a lot of us dread aging. Nobody wants to be termed as in quotes, an old man or an old woman. You would know by the number of, the interest and the money that goes into cosmetics. People do a lot of things, like people do surgeries just to stay young. Then cosmetics, they are making a lot of money just trying to make people look younger than they are. Then the pharmaceutical industries with their anti-aging supplements and all that, you see people rushing for. However, aging is just like death. It's inevitable. It doesn't matter the number of surgeries you do and the number of supplements you take, eventually it will show. And eventually, so it's not something to be afraid of. It's just a normal stage of life, and it's a privileged one for that matter, because not everybody gets to live to that age, that elderly age, say from 60, 65 and above. Only a very few privileged individuals get to that age and beyond. So it's something to be proud of or grateful to God for. Additionally, the older population or even the retirees can contribute to the betterment of the society, yes, if they are properly harnessed. And that age doesn't mean you shouldn't enjoy your life, of course. You can add quality to your life. For example, if you feel you want to go back to school at the age of 65, that's why we have the adult education specialty, where if you feel you still want to go back, you want to learn a skill, after retiring, you still want to do something and you are strong enough. So it's a very interesting course, and a very lucrative, branch of medicine. For example, just like we have the pediatricians, we have the geriatricians, like those in internal medicine that they have specialized in anything that has to do. They are the geriatricians that specialize in the treatment and management of. So because gerontology looks at the multidisciplinary approach, you now have the psychologists, the geriatric psychologists, the sociologists, all coming together. Then you have the geriatric physiotherapists. So you see, it's more like a multidisciplinary study to tell you that somebody is old and is in his or her geriatric stage of life shouldn't stop the person from still maximizing or harnessing whatever potential he or she has, and even contributing to the betterment of the society. Yes. Now, when we talk about gerontology, there are lots of perspectives. We are going to narrow down this course because time will fail us to go in depth. But it's good for us to have a good foundation regarding this course. We have a lot of perspectives and different branches of gerontology. For example, we have the biogerontology itself that has to do with study of physical aging. With age, everything comes down. The organs start to decline, not like when you were in your 20s and now you are in your 60s. So you see, or 70s. However, it's not always static, because studies have shown that some people in their 80s even have healthier hearts than those in their 60s. So it's not always static. Then you have the biogerontology. Now, this biogerontology has to do with experimenting. People try to experiment. Is it possible to reverse aging? A lot of biomedical, research and experiment. But however, you can't cheat nature, because such studies have shown that in animals, for example, that experiments were carried out on to see if their ages could be reversed. It was discovered that there were a lot of defects, for example, in their fertility and other areas. So nature is just nature. Anything natural cannot be There are other aspects like the social gerontology, that one that has to look at the insurance and you know, retirement policies that can ensure and add quality and make the life of the retiree easier and more enjoyable in that stage of life. Thank you.